Yeah. That was a million years ago.
Yeah, that was pretty busted. So, old strategy as okay, LM's down here, level 2.
Yeah, and Kerry has been lit on fire already. The heal has come out as Gumayusi is real dead. That's the flash, that's the rend, and that is Teddy picking up first blood.
Way more valuable to take out the Draven than it is to take out the Ashe in this case. So, going for Guma instead of Carrier there, having the already preemptively set up control of
Cleanse out as well. As Zeus is down here, there's the kick flash, and there's a surprise Gragas as well as Gumayusi is not going to go down. The stick's not rendered out there, and Teddy is going to be taken. Ellum wanting to rotate over. He's the one with Eye of the Herald, but it's T1 that...
Suddenly, T1 back on the map, tying up the gold.
Absolutely. There's a very scary time as that's a nice handshake onto Carrier. Ellen's going to walk on over. This is a really dead Ashe. There is absolutely nothing he can do there, and Fate is going to collect a kill. Gumayusi gets a huge spike in gold, as we can see.
I think you're feeling pretty good about this.
Yeah, don't make the old mistake that we were talking about, you know, as Arrow is going to connect. Weaver's Wall comes through as well. Seismic Shove, the delivery of the Ahri, but she can Spirit Rush. That's going to get her out of the way, as Ellum doesn't even need to flag or drag, as he'd already put that one on cooldown, and T1 now have control of the mid lane, and they can put a Rift Herald here as well. So, if it means second Rift Herald and they take the turret due to map control, then that is definitely good news. As you can see, teleports coming through from Kwangdong Freaks. Don't know whether they'll be able to save the turret, but in goes Ellum. Hostile takeover coming down as well as the chains do not connect. Keen finds himself an arrow, though, the handshake onto Gumayusi, and he's wiped from the rift. It's a two-man seismic shove, but I think Gumayusi also managed to cash in.
Arrow away, follow-up handshake, deletes Gumayusi from the map. And yeah, he'll take one with him, but they save a turret, grab 2 extra kills. This is Boham's angle here. T1 have no vision on where he is. They are so far pushed off. And Kwangdong are going to turn this into a Drake advantage, as you can see it live as well.
Oh man, Moham played that just amazingly. As all right, a lot of stuff happened. Drake was secured like you were talking about. Moham, but he's still hit by the Q. Not going to be Ona going in on it just this time around, as Kane collects himself an arrow. Can he deny Ona from getting in and stealing this? And of course the answer is absolutely not, as Ellum just going to get face-to-face with T1 and does eventually get himself out. Uses the cast to taxi after the flash. The Kwangdong Freaks kind of just left here looking a little bit silly after they lose the Drake because Ona's smites are too good.
Yeah, I mean, Ona's smites are so good. They also lose a flash.
Weaver's Wall. The seismic shove onto Teddy as Whirling Death is just, it's going to be shield.
Coming back up, so can just go ahead and go back home and reset for this.
Kane off to the side. Look out for which ultimate he's going to steal. It will be the barrel. Cast comes out there from the Gragas as Fate diving forward. He's able to get himself out of there as they secure the turret and they use the explosive cast that was stolen away in order to get themselves the disengage. I like that a lot, as the Everfrost just going to be used to try and move Owner away from them.
I think this was a risky call from Kwangdong. They lose a lot of health bars here. They lose control of mid for just a little bit of gold in that mid turret. And now, so he can just rush right in. Kwangdong is so indecisive here.
Yeah, you can see waves just being held onto by everyone as the hijack was wearing off, and so you're just going to throw the cask around. You may as well. As Kane looking to replace that with a different ultimate.
Owner's flank angle is also massive here.
Yeah, Banshee's Veil from Fate is going to protect him, but it's not going to protect the others as Owner continues to lurk outside of vision. All right, we're clearing out wards where we can on the Kwangdong Freak side. Is that control ward actually probably going to be very important as Keen's wrapping around himself. LM also looking to come in. Let's see what the hijack is going to be, is now Zeus. Not exactly the priority target as Fate's call comes on through. Handshake goes wide as Ona is going to have the kick stolen away and used against him. Hostile takeover comes in as well, as now Ellem's going to get healed. Zeus now finds himself in the front line, but without too many options. But Moham's going to get picked off. Gumayusi cashes in yet again, and Kwangdong Freaks are scattering to the hills.
Oh, now they're trapped as well by the Weaver's Wall. Looks like Teddy will be able to get away. Does have flash, and of course his dash there with the auto. Gets over the wall, now has the flash.
Yep, is able to make it out, but Faker is going to flash on over. I think Seismic Shove should be up again pretty soon, and there it is. Teddy is going to be trapped in there and will be taken down by Faker this time.
Man.
T1 now can just go to the Baron themselves.
Faker with 2 massive seismic shoves in this neutral fight. Then the pick there onto Teddy at maximum range, picks it off, and now this is Baron going over to T1. Kwangdong Freaks had about a 10-second window where they could have tried to force a Baron fight and a turn. They neither committed to trying to collapse onto the Drake nor started the Baron. They gave this neutral fight over to T1, and it was a clean attempt from Teddy. Like, Teddy was doing so much damage in that fight, and the seismic shove came through from Faker. Because the cast was taken to try to secure a Baron they never committed to, Keen doesn't have the best ultimate that he wants in this fight here. As look at what Teddy is able to do in this extended fight. It looks like, oh man, so much value for Kalista. This is a one fight. Kazeus is now isolated. Ellen buys time here. And then Faker pushes Fade away, doesn't have Banshee's Veil. And the follow-up damage here from T1 is so good when they actually get to the point where Quantum can't turn. They don't have any engage tools anymore. They don't have a cast. It's so easy to chase. Teddy now, of course, will be able to dash over the wall, then flash, but not going to be able to get away from the second seismic shove here from Faker in this exchange. Bam.
Yeah, collects him, and Quantum Freaks, it looked like it was working, Wolf. It really looked to flash and cleanse out of Gumayusi.
Okay, so now you have the choke point controlled. Silas can have another hijack. He's level 16. Maybe this is the miracle. Zeus gets greedy for the flank, and now they're a man up.
And Arrow is going to go wide there as well. That'll be up in 3.5 seconds. As Keen looking for his as well.
You've got to be decisive, Kwangdong. You're never going to get another chance like this. Never, ever. You better be on that Baron right now. You've got choke point control. You've got an Ash Arrow. You can't be timid here. This is your chance. This is your moment. You're never going to get another opportunity. Cannot believe they're not starting this one up. There's a scuttle here. T1 now back on the Baron. They can't start it anymore. They had a tiny window, and they needed to be more decisive. I think it's still hard, and they might still lose it.
Only going to get charmed as... Ooh, Pathing going to... troll him there a little bit. Arrow is going to sail wide once again.
I mean, Zeus is back up. Teleport's back up. You had a chance. I'm so frustrated with Kwangdong when they have these windows.
Well,
like, it's still
because
crazy,
of the teleport, I don't think they even really had a window, right? Because Zeus is going to be back up before they can actually kill the Baron. And T1 has so many options as far as, like, making it difficult with Weaver's Wall and all sorts of other things. I can understand why they're scared.
I can understand why they're scared, but I mean, they should be way more scared of this. Good luck, Kwangdong. You're walking at a Baron now. You could have been the ones turning on it, and you are never going to have this angle now. Keen has hijack. Let's see how good it is this time. T1 back away.
Yeah, well, Weaver's Wall going to try and break up the fight as now Keen finds himself completely alone. He has to flash, but is he out of danger as Elim is trying to be the hero and chase after him? Gumayusi now stuck inside the Cataclysm and he has no flash. The kick comes back as Keen is still alive. Teddy locks down the first kill. Hostile takeover is exactly that right now as Carrier trying to be a stand-in AD carry, but he doesn't have the items for it. And there is the chain that comes back from Keen. Just amazingly played. Carrier, I don't think he can do this by himself as the arrow will come in, but it doesn't do enough. Is this Kwangdong turning the game around?
I mean, it's Elim turning this game around. Another Cataclysm play onto Guma. He finds an angle, locks him up. This time he doesn't have flash. First one takes it away. Second one is enough to kill the AD carry. And yeah, Carrier trying to be a stand-in. Kwangdong Freaks who just don't have the damage to take Baron, so they won't get that edge. But they take a kill lead here. The gold differential has shrunk as we're going back in time here to Gumayusi losing his flash. Because this is the first step of this. Elim loses his, loses control of this fight, will lose his GA here, but gets Guma's flash, 100% worth it. Zeus is picked because he's trying to set up a flank there with his cast. This time around, as they collapse onto Keen, look at where Guma is. Elim, flag drag, goes for the angle here. Cataclysms Guma, again, no flash. They focus him down, he's charmed, and that is it. He's berserked, and he's there's no peel, there's no one to save him. And that is enough to win the fight here for Kwangdong Freaks. His owner does so much in the back line. The follow-up here from Faker is beautiful, but he's just too low. This was on a nice edge, even with Guma down. But Kwangdong, they can't get a Baron after this. They have to back off and reset.
Yeah, and the bailout didn't work onto Teddy there either, so they weren't able to keep the Kalista alive, and therefore the Baron does survive. So, Kwangdong Freaks still find themselves down 25 seconds on this Hextech Soul for both teams. As Keen, he has a kick available, and he also is level 17. So that hijack has about a 0-second cooldown. As you can see, it is ticking around pretty quick. Should be able to grab a cask next time around. Of course, individual ultimates have their own cooldowns, and so you can't just spam the same one over and over, but he does have quite a few options.
Fate isn't seen here. Could look for Gumo, still doesn't have flash. Over the wall!
Not going to be able to get there as he was inside the Hex Gate, but can they win the team fight is going to be the question as LM going down very, very low. Gumayushi just fighting in the back of the pit. It's the Thunderdome, it's the Coliseum, and he's doing so much damage! Moham's now going to have to walk this one off as T1 obliterate the team fight.
Doesn't have flash, but he's got a cleanse, and Guma does 8,000 damage in this team fight as Fate tried as he might to try to get that backline kill, take out the 80 carry. That was the name of the game. LM took flash, took him out there, prevented the Baron, but at the end of the day, they still had to force a fight into a choke point. The Thunderdome that T1 set up, and that's the last kill of the game as T1 will march down to take what's theirs. A very close series, one that lived up to the revenge storyline we set here as Kwangdong won it in the first round robin, but T1 will take the narrow 2-1 victory in the end. What a series, Atlas.
Yeah, it was a great one. Surprising, because I actually thought